So I was on Reddit and I seen this post that somebody made that said it took over 7 weeks for them to get their permit. And it just made me think, like, how could Connecticut be the constitutional state and they make it so hard for you to exercise your Second Amendment rights? And it just had me thinking, like, wow, I remember when I got my permit and it took me so long to get my shit. Like, it took me months, literally. Like, I submitted my application, I believe, at the top of 2021, somewhere between January and February, right? I didn't get my shit until months later. So, it leads me to believe, like, just imagine somebody threatens you, right? Somebody says that they're going to take your life. And in the midst of that, you go to the gun store because you want to get something to protect yourself because somebody just threatened you, right? They tell you, oh, sorry, we can't sell you a pistol without a pistol permit. So then you say, okay, well, how do I get a pistol permit? So then they lead you to that route. They say, okay, hey, some FFLs, they offer courses for you to take a permit course with them. Some FFLs don't. But they might say, hey, we have a class that you could take. But the fact that you got to go through this whole process of taking a class, and then even after you take the damn class, you got to sit there and you got to go through this whole process of, first of all, it costs so much money. Some people don't have it like that. Some people can't spend that type of bread to pay for a course. Then you got to, submit checks to the state and all types of shit to get your permit. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. Then you got to go get you a gun, and guns are expensive too. Ammunition is expensive. Targets are expensive. Range time is expensive. So we already have this overhead cost just to be a firearm owner, but the fact that we got to pay all this extra shit to get a permit, come on now. Like, Connecticut, y'all got to do better. Y'all shouldn't even consider yourselves the constitutional state at all. How can you be the constitutional state, but it takes me months to get my pistol permit? And like I was saying, somebody could sit there and threaten to take your life, and you want to go get a gun, and you come to find out you can't even get a gun because you need a permit first. Think about how many women out there are going through domestic violence situations, and maybe the baby father or the boyfriend or whatever threatens them and says, hey, I'm gonna take your life. And she's scared because she really believes this person might try to do something like that. And then now she can't even go get a gun and protect herself or her baby because this damn maniac, like, that shit is crazy. Like, yeah, like, that woman, she can't even go and protect herself because she got to go get a pistol permit first. Like, come on now. Like, be real. Just fucking ridiculous. Like, that's why I say, Connecticut, we got to do better. Like, somebody got to be on the front lines of this shit and really, like, shift the culture or something. Like, I don't know, maybe Trump need to send out a tweet or something and say, hey, like, Governor of Connecticut, change your shit now, today, like, real talk. Because I'm just telling you, like, nothing's gonna change. We over here getting shafted every day. We've been given the middle finger every day. That shit is crazy. And I know it's other states that's just like us. You got New York, they crazy, New Jersey. Shit, who else? I know Rhode Island is a little crazy. They ban suppressors, if I'm not mistaken. Who else? Shit, Washington. Like, it's so many states that are, like, so restrictive. And the fact that a gun is so controversial is ridiculous to me. Like, that's one of the things that kind of ruined guns for me, because I'm just a regular dude. You feel me? I like to collect guns and shit, and I like to protect myself at the same damn time. And the fact that I have to, like, deal with the controversy of being a gun owner, that shit is exhausting, man. Like, and what's so crazy about it too, right? I got into guns around the same time that the pistol brace ruling was going on. Then shortly after that, Connecticut banned, they came out with the next assault weapons ban. So, like, in the midst of me getting into firearms, I gotta go through all this extra shit. I gotta worry about, the pistol brace ruling. Now I gotta worry about registering my guns because Connecticut said, the gun that you purchased 6 months ago is illegal in the state now. You gotta register your shit. Like, how the fuck does that make sense? that's a whole nother thing too. I was talking to my FFL, and dude was telling me, he said every day somebody comes in the gun store and tells him, you know, hey, can you work on this gun for me? And he can't even accept the gun because it's an assault weapon, because people forgot to register their shit. So like that's where it gets kind of tricky at, is because a lot of people don't know that these laws are changing. You feel me? A lot of people don't know this shit. Like, and that's why I say Connecticut's so slimy, because they'll sit there and they'll change the laws right up under you, but it's not like they really tell you about this shit. They don't tell you about this stuff. Like, the most that you'll hear about it is maybe on the news for a split second. You might see something on the news maybe for like 30 seconds. They might show, oh, Connecticut laws are changing. Here's this, here's that. And then it's not like they go in full depth, because the latest assault weapons ban, that shit was like, I think almost 100 pages or more. So the average person is not going to read through all that shit to decipher it. The average person might not even know about it. So, like, I feel like if you're going to change laws that drastically, you know where we all live at. You have all of our addresses, you have our information, you have our shit, maybe even an email address. You have a lot of that information, because when we got our permit, that's the type of information that we had to provide to you guys. So keep in mind, I have a security guard card, right? Before my security guard card was getting ready to be expired, they sent out a letter and said, hey, your card is getting ready to expire. Submit a payment to here and here or whatever, made up to whoever, and we'll issue you your next one. And I got it in the mail pretty quickly, right? So if they could send out a letter like that telling me my shit getting ready to get expired soon, why couldn't they send out letters telling people about the assault weapons ban and letting people know, hey, Connecticut gun laws have recently changed. Here's the type of law, you know, whatever the number it was, I think House Bill 6667, right? If y'all could tell people about other shit, why can't y'all send out letters telling people that their guns are, there's a possibility that their firearm can now be illegal in the state of Connecticut? That's my question. That's all I want to know. Like, that shit just don't make sense to me. And, you know, thankfully, you know, when I got into guns, I got most of the information that I found out was through Reddit. Like, that's most of the information that I ever get from anything Connecticut related, is directly through Reddit. Reddit, YouTube, sometimes Facebook, you know, because I follow a couple of different FFLs up there. And that's the crazy shit about it too. I hear most of this information coming directly from FFLs. So how the fuck am I gonna be able to know this shit if I'm just a regular dude and I don't be on social media and I'm not on Reddit or anything? How am I gonna know this information? Come on now.